The Miami Dolphins head north for Week 4. Teddy B at the controls. They get the New York Jets after picking up receipt number 2.
Launching it deep to the end zone. It is LaMarcus Joyner with the interception, and this game is over.
Jets defense, as much as anything, need another showing from its secondary like they got last week. 4 INTs, rating allowed 49.7, just 204 yards.
Deep, has a man open. It is intercepted by Jordan Whitehead.
In fact, all that was against the likes of Mitch Trubisky and Kenny Pickett. Maybe doesn't matter as much. They face a backup this week. Dolphins passing attack now in the hands of Teddy B. Bridgewater out of the pen in Week 4, 193 yards, 8.4 yards per attempt. That was the good.
Shovel pass. Edmonds, can he get in? He spins, and he can. Touchdown.
He also threw an INT rating sub 90. He's a backup for a reason. A good backup, but you know.
Pressure from the outside, picked off at the 9-yard line.
Good news, he has a good line in front of him. Only allowed 1 sack and 38 dropbacks in Week 4.
Bridgewater, Hill, Tyreek out to the 35-yard line.
If they can give Bridgewater time, it increases the chances the Cheetah can get loose. Tyreek was running up that hill last week, over that hill, around that hill. 10 catches, 160 yards, 3 of his 4 games as a Finn this year. Grade A material.
Airing it out, deep downfield, and that is caught on the rebound by Hill.
Same is true of the Penguin. However, his one-off game was versus the Bengals last week.
Bridgewater down the sideline and throws that one out of bounds.
The Jets defense as a whole sporting an 88.3 passer rating against. That's in large part due to the 2 corners that will try and cage Tyreek and Jalen. DJ Reed has been lights out.
Deep down the sideline, intercepted. Great catch by DJ Reed.
The rook, Sauce Gardner, has had some learning moments, but plenty of flashes and tough coverage.
Deep down this sideline for Pickens, it is incomplete. Sauce Gardner.
Big key will be the Jets' ability to pressure Bridgewater. New York had 3 sacks last week. On the year, they have a solid 29% pressure rate, and they don't blitz much.
On 2nd and 9, he's going down at the 30-yard line.
Dolphins' line will be tough. Only allowed 1 sack on 38 dropbacks last week. On the year, holding defenses to a low 20.8 pressure rate.
Bridgewater dancing, throws, and that's caught.
Speaking of pressure, Zach Wilson was only sacked once in his 2022 debut. 36 pass attempts, too. But Wilson faced heat on 37.8% of his dropbacks.
Wilson going down at the 40-yard line. There is Alex Highsmith.
That made it tough for Wilson. 2 INTs, no TDs, 59.0 rating.
But Wilson does not even see, and there's no reason for him to see that corner all the way that far to the backside.
Give him credit, though. He came through late. He threw for 252 yards, and he caught a TD pass. Grittied it up, too.
Double reverse. The pass to the end zone. Caught by Wilson from Braxton Berrios.
He targeted Corey Davis the most, 7 times. Caught 5 of them, 1 of them for a TD.
Looking left, throwing, touchdown, Corey Davis.
He mixed in Elijah Moore and tight end Tyler Conklin with relative success.
That one's too easy. Tyler Conklin, he's coming off a nice game. 8 catches last week, 84 yards.
He throws over the middle, wide open. He hits his man inside the 20. To the 15-yard line goes Elijah Moore.
But he wasn't able to spot the other Mr. Wilson. Couldn't see him behind that fence, I guess. Garrett only caught 2 balls on 6 targets. It's early in the relationship, and they did connect on a 35-yarder.
Wilson throwing, got his man across the 40, 45, midfield.
That group is facing a beat-up secondary. Miami's top corner has been beat on a couple big plays early this year. Xavier Howard hurting his groin on one of them in Week 4. Left the game.
Here he is against Howard, one-on-one. Who's going to win that battle? T. Higgins gets inside leverage there with a good route.
To help their back end out, their front needs to do plenty of gardening, and they have to leave more plants behind. The Dolphins only sacked Burrow once, but based on New York's generous pressure rate, seems like they could leave some hydrangeas behind this week.
And this time with a flag down, he will go down.
Dolphins pass defense versus Burrow gave up close to 290 yards, a couple touchdowns, no INTs, over 9 yards per attempt allowed, rating allowed near 115. Rating allowed for the year now, near 110.
Off the fake. Wide open. for the touchdown.
Rush attacks for both teams remain in X-Factor land. You think one will factor in more than expected? Say so in the comments section. Maybe it's one of your keys to the game. Make sure to leave a prediction behind too. We leave those behind after I'm done talking.